Hey you guys, it is 5 in the morning. I just took my sleeping pills and guess what we're doing? That's right, a tag, because for some reason I can never do a tag when I'm either not totally exhausted or when it's like 5 in the morning. But anyway, this is going to be with the Spooky BJD tag. Now, it's asking questions about BJDs, but if you want to do this about your other dolls, feel free. This was created by Resin Wonders, and if you don't follow her, please do. I'll have a link at the very end of this video, along with the questions to this tag down below. But if you don't follow her, please do. She's a very sweet person. I love her videos. Very positive for the most part, I think. It's been a while since I've watched her videos, but from my memory, she's a very awesome and positive person. That, like, implied that she wasn't. Tired me. Not making sense. Anyway. This is a pretty long tag. It's 30 questions. But, you know me, I love long tags. And I think she's Resin Wonders on Instagram, too. But, okay. I'm back. Sorry about that. I have Alex right here. Kira is right here. You can barely see her. I guess I can scoot this slightly that way. And then I have Alex, Skull Dude and Neuro and Pinktra right there. Kind of liking how my background is becoming. I also have Nightcrawler and what's her face? My blue people. I have my blue people here. Anyway, I need to get a Beast action figure somehow. But question 1. Which I don't know, I haven't read exactly through every single one of these questions, so I might not know the answer to some of these, so we'll see. Let's just jump right into it. And if you feel like doing this tag, please just do it. I have actually, if you notice, I don't tag anybody in the tags that I do. It's because I feel like if you want to do the tag, please just do it, and I don't want to leave anyone out by trying to tag, so that's what I'm doing. Anyway, number 1. What is your BJD horror or Halloween themed song and why? I'm not sure about Alex. I can't think. When it comes to music, like, I mean, I've even thought about, like, maybe what type of music they've listened to, but I don't really know any actual horror movie songs. I kind of have maybe Halloween songs. It was probably Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, this is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 Anyway, maybe that song. I'm not sure. But like a lot of the song from Hocus Pocus, I Put a Spell on You. I totally believe that would be like a song Kira would love and a song she would like play. Or just kind of matches a little bit of her personality, I think. So, hopefully that answered the question. Number 2. Name something you wouldn't want your BJD to run into in a dark forest or in an abandoned building. To be honest, I think the most threatening to my characters in their story, where the probability of them either getting killed or other weird things, it's probably the factory, the people from the factory. I said this in another story. They actually created a technology that cancels out their magical powers, so they'd kind of be, in a sense, defenseless. So anytime maybe something like that would happen would be not an okay thing. I wouldn't want that to happen to my children. But yeah. 3. Have you and your BJD ever played with a Ouija board? First of all, whatever I say, please don't feel like I'm saying you're a horrible person or any other strange thing like that. If you want to mess with Ouija boards, go right ahead. Personally, I hate Ouija boards. I don't want to be near them. I don't want to be even, like, no, not even in my house. And my sister used to kind of really be into Ouija boards, and she's always kind of wanted one. She still kind of wants one. But, over time, she's kind of been a little, no, I don't want that anymore. I feel people who are ignorant and don't understand Ouija boards and how they work really are not cool. They mess with spirits. They are... I feel like they're just messing with a thing that they don't understand and think it is just a game. And yeah, that's just kind of my opinion about it. I don't like Ouija boards, so obviously they haven't done it. But if you know what you're doing and that is your medium for communicating, I guess that's fine. It's just, that's kind of my opinion, okay? Number 4. If your BJD could be a horror monster or villain, what or who would they be? Captain Hook for Alex, maybe? I can only think of Disney villains, obviously. And I don't know who Kira would be as a Disney villain. Maybe a cross between, like, the voodoo doctor from Princess and the Frog and Dracula, maybe? I don't know. Just two villains that popped up when I was thinking about Kira. Although, Dracula, I don't really understand his personality other than he's just a vampire. And I feel like if Kira was going to be like an evil thing, which not all vampires are evil, but like a bad thing, I guess she would be a vampire. And a voodoo guy. Person. Thing. Anyway. 5. The creepiest thing that has ever happened while you were alone with your BJD. Nothing with my dolls has ever paranormally happened. My dolls don't really move. They don't make weird noises. They don't, like, fall for no reason or any of that kind of stuff. I do know people where that stuff happens, but I think I have had other issues maybe with other dolls, like dolls that just randomly fall off the shelf for no reason, or trying to think of another thing. There also has been a few times where, like, what I'm talking about has nothing to do with Alex or Kira. This is like my other Monster High dolls. I've had, I think maybe 1 or 2 times where I was almost like 100% sure I set a doll somewhere and then I found it somewhere else. I don't know. But that's been my experience. I really haven't had any that kind of stuff happen. Okay, sorry, sneeze. The creepiest thing, oh yeah, 6. If your BJD character were dared to spend the night in a haunted house, would you or they do it? But if it's talking about the character, why would I do it? If it was, I don't know, me being in a haunted house, I would definitely feel uneasy and to sleep in a haunted house, knowing it's a haunted house. I'm almost 100% sure I would have a night terror, because it's happened before. But, Alex, I don't think would have an issue with it. Kira might. It kind of depends. I think, they both see spirits and, like, ghosts and the dead and all that other kind of stuff. Kind of intermingles with their story. So, I don't think they would have a huge issue with it. 7. Are they superstitious? I guess. I've never put a lot of thought into that. I guess they're superstitious and they do have, like, their own beliefs on, like, what happens and how things work and stuff like that. But, like, as in, like, I guess they do believe in, like, karma and bad luck, I guess. Yeah. 8. Do they ever see figures in their peripheral vision? Which, if you don't know what that means, it's like, have they ever seen, like, a ghost like in the side of their eye. Like if it was just, it just happened right next to you, or maybe a little bit behind you. Maybe if they saw something and then turned around and there was nothing there, kind of thing. And I kind of just answered that question. Like, they do see spirits, so I would assume they might come across that kind of stuff. 9. Which urban legend scares your BJD the most? I don't know. Like I said, it's not something that would I have put any thought into. I'm trying to think, and I'm trying to think of superstitions or legends or something that has possibly scared me, but no. A lot of things that scare me, or well, not really scare me, but like creep me out, is like bad spirits. So I guess kind of maybe stories like that might scare. Like I said, Alex doesn't really, nothing really bothers him. Kira, she probably would get scared with some scary stories. Oh my gosh. I forgot where I was. Which urban legend scares you all the most? Number 10, if you'd had to choose between gore or creepy BJDs only, which would you collect? I'm not a big fan of gore, so I would have to say creepy, but I don't know. I don't understand what she meant by creepy. I guess maybe what I personally feel would be creepy. Like, if that's something I would prefer, probably, I guess that would answer the question. If I would have to have a doll that would creep me out, or gore. Yeah, I'm just gonna say creepy, because I really don't, I'm not a huge fan of gore. Like, the only time I do, I guess, gore is, I like movies that might have, like, there's some movies that I really enjoy that do have gore in them. Not to say that I like gore, but hopefully you guys know what I mean. Like, Sweeney Todd, people really didn't like that movie because it was gory, but you can definitely tell in that movie that blood is not blood, and, you know, stuff like that. But number 11, do any of your BJDs live in multiple dimensions or worlds? I guess they can. I've always kind of thought, like, if I do ever want to cross over with somebody, or maybe if I do have another story set of dolls, that could be something that could happen. That magic is actually a thing in my world. Well, it's magic for my world. It's probably something else for others, but it's a possibility, yeah. 12. Have they ever made a potion of any sort? Actually, yes. I think I've said this maybe in another story time, maybe, is one of the things that Alex does is potion making. That, I guess, is something you could call his profession, is he likes making potions and spells, and it's kind of almost like apothecary, kind of, like, I guess, healing potions, and other, I guess, any type of other potion, possibly. Do they get scared easily? I don't think so. Like I said with Kira, it kind of depends. But Alex, I wouldn't peg him for someone that gets scared easily. 14. Have you ever played Bloody Mary with your BJD doll? No, I'm not. Like, games like that kind of creep me out, so I never played Bloody Mary. So no, I haven't. 15. Do they believe in demons and the devil? Yes. Both those things, but like hell and heaven, demons, those are all things that are in my world, so I'm gonna say it's safe to assume that they do believe in those kind of things. Oh, I keep losing my spot. 16. Your BJD is home alone and they hear footsteps in their house. What do they do? Probably attack them. They don't have a problem attacking somebody who's invading, I guess, their space. If they were violent, I guess. So like if like a burglar broke into the house, Alex doesn't have a problem. Like, Alex knows, like, fighting, and, obviously they have magic. So, they wouldn't have a problem, like, resolving that kind of, scenario. If your BJD got trapped in one scary movie, which would you choose? I'll just say my favorite scary movie, which is, Chucky. Or like the Child's Play franchise. I think that would be cool if my dolls were like alive. Kind of. Well, maybe. Well, it's a horror movie, so I guess even with the killing. But it would be cool if they came to life and stuff. If your BJD got trapped in one scary... Okay, I just said that. If your BJD could only wear one Halloween costume for the rest of their life, what would they be? I just don't know. I'm not gonna answer that one because I really don't know. But Kira could probably be like maybe any type of animal. I feel like if she was to dress up for Halloween, she'd be like different types of animals. 19. Would you ever go to a graveyard at night with your BJD? By myself, no. With somebody else, I wouldn't really have a problem with it. So, 20. In a zombie apocalypse, what does your BJD's trick? The next question has trick or treat in it. But, weapon of choice. And Alex, it's like swords, but he doesn't normally prefer weapons. He'd rather just use magic if he wants to. Or if it's a thing that can happen. And Kira has like knives, and I think she would also be, I think when I was making her, one of the weapons I would have given her is throwing needles. Just because I feel like that's a cool weapon, and that would be like a cool thing that she could have as a weapon. Would your BJD rather go to a Halloween party or go trick-or-treating? Trick-or-treating, I personally want trick-or-treating more than... I'm not a party person, so trick-or-treating. 22. Your BJD is in a horror movie. Are they the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer? I guess Kira can probably be a few of these. Probably like maybe the final girl, comic relief, and maybe even possibly the killer, because she just has that crazy kind of personality. Alex, probably the smart one, and probably the final girl, which I'm just gonna guess is like the last one that could be killed in a story. Do you have to watch something happy after watching a horror movie? If so, so you can go to sleep? No, not always. It depends on the scary movie. Truly. Like, if there's a movie with like a whole bunch of jump scares, or if there is, like, if I watched The Grudge, for instance, I need to watch something that's a little happier in order to calm me down. Which I've never watched I've watched The Grudge, some of it, the first one, the American version. But I haven't watched the other ones because it just creeped me out too much. I couldn't watch it I did watch The Ring, though. Those movies still creep me out a whole lot, but I, for some reason, can deal with them. 24. While watching scary movies, are you the person who yells at the characters, the person with their eyes covered the whole time, or the person who falls asleep? All of them except for falls asleep. More of the corny ones, yes, I scream. I yell. Me and my sister just watched the new Chucky movie, and throughout the entire time, we're just like, yes, kill him. No, don't kill him. Oh my god, you're so stupid. Why are you doing that? The entire time. Scarier movies, yes, I do. Like, I do this because I can't with some movies. What was the other thing? Okay, yeah. 25. Are you the one that gets scared, or the one who does the scaring? Gets scared, I guess. I used to, like, kind of do, like, some pranks that scared my sister sometimes. Like, I would, like, jump out from behind a door and scare her, and maybe a few other things. But for the most part, I'm the person that always just gets scared. Like, I don't do haunted houses and stuff like that. 6. Your favorite scary book. I'm not a big fan of scary stories. Scary book. I don't think I have a book that's really that scary. Or on the lines of horror. What is it? I was about to say a series. Oh, no, I can't remember. Pickles. No, because God dang it. I really had a book in mind, and right when I was about to say it, I lost it. Boo. Okay, well, we'll just go on to the next one. How old were you when you saw your first horror movie? The one that had this, I guess the first horror movie that truly, I guess, scared me was, because if it doesn't really scare me, and if it doesn't really, like, have a hold on me after I watch it, I don't really remember it. But 13 Ghosts, it's the one scary movie that always had me scared. Like, I was basically terrified of going into, if you watch 13 Ghosts, I was always terrified of going into the bathroom. And because of a few other movies, I don't like attics. I despise being in a house that has an attic. My brain died. But yeah, I guess 13 Ghosts would be kind of my first one. I might have seen others, like maybe like Halloween, or like Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream. Or, well, Scream didn't really come out when I was younger, but came out when I was probably around 10 or something. But yeah, I think I was like maybe 8 or 10 when I saw that movie, but I'm not a big fan of horror movies, so that's why. What is your first Halloween costume? Some of my first ones, I know I was Buzz Lightyear one year, and a very common one I did was Wizard. So, yeah. What am I going to be for Halloween? I don't dress up for Halloween anymore. Every Halloween I do kind of like put on a mask if I'm going to film something, and I'll kind of film it with me in a mask, because I do have a bunch of different ones, but ooh. If you could have a spooky Halloween pet, like a black cat, owl, bat, rat, wolf, what would you pick? Wolf, and I guess black cat. Wolf or black cat, one of those two. If not, bat. I don't know. I don't know if I would want an owl or a rat, but I think a bat would be a really cool pet. So, but that was number 30. that's it. I don't know how long this is. I was trying to go through it a little fast because there is so many questions. Sorry I didn't answer all the questions exactly. And even some of these didn't really pertain to me, I guess. But it was still a whole lot of fun to do. So if you guys want to do this, especially for the Halloween season, I do recommend. If you guys do this, please let me know, because I would love to watch your videos. And I will leave a link to Resin Wonders, her video about the questions, and her channel right over here. You guys can check that out. Please subscribe to her. And then that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!